Well, since she was crowned some 70 years ago, Queen Elizabeth II was regarded the representative of an era spanning the time of peace along with turbulence. Now, Andrew Wilson looks back at some moments of the Queen's life.
It was the Queen's absolute dedication to the role that cemented her enduring popularity. She juggled a lack of interference with complete accountability. She was reserved but approachable. She was privileged but an ambassador of modesty. As the longest-serving monarch in Britain's history, she easily surpassed the reign of her great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria, typically understated when marking the occasion.
Inevitably, a long life can pass by many milestones. My own is no exception.
This lifetime of diligence was exactly what she promised in a birthday speech in 1947, aged just 21.
I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
That talk of empire only accentuates just how long the young princess was destined to reign, and in that time, how much of her challenge would be navigating the relevance of Britain's monarchy from post-war Britain through the 20th century to the completely altered modern world of the 21st. In 1947, she married the love of her life, Philip Mountbatten, a boisterous and outspoken son of the Greek and Danish royal families. A year later, she gave birth to son Charles, the first in line to the throne she has now left behind. Daughter Anne followed in 1950, followed again by Andrew and Edward.
On the death of her father, George VI, in 1952, Elizabeth was crowned into a reign that would become the longest of any British monarch and a life of fame unmatched in modern times. She met regularly with every Prime Minister, was patron or president of over 600 charities, and she hosted a stream of state visits, including China's late paramount leader Deng Xiaoping, seen in this rare footage.
Your Majesty, I'm very happy to meet you here.
The Queen's guests at her official home, Buckingham Palace, have included many presidents, including two more from China, Hu Jintao and Xi Jinping.
Towards the end of her life, Elizabeth's reign was rocked by political and personal turbulence. Her favourite son, Andrew, was disgraced by his association with the financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. And her grandson, Prince Harry, embarked on an acrimonious departure from royal duties and moved to America. All that against a backdrop of a nation deeply divided by Brexit, economic turbulence, and a shifting world order. In April 2021, the royal family gathered for the funeral of the Queen's beloved husband of over 70 years, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. He was, in her own words, her strength and stay. It was the longest marriage of any British sovereign. Less than 4 weeks later, she appeared alone for the first time to open the 67th Parliament of her reign. For the ceremony in the House of Lords, she had her son, Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, by her side, instead of her husband. The Platinum Jubilee in 2022, celebrating the Queen's 70 years on the throne, was judged a great success. There were celebrations across the country, best wishes from around the world, and the Queen, now 96, was able to join at least some of the proceedings. But the moment marked a gradual withdrawal from public life to her Windsor and Balmoral homes and her beloved dogs and horses. With her public approval, the Duke and Duchess of Cornwall shouldered her principal tasks, at home and abroad.
In these challenging times,
with Prince Charles taking her place to read the Queen's speech to Parliament in her place.
The same way.
History will be kind to this British Queen. She said little, revealed even less, instead conferring a consistency of ceremonial leadership unequalled in and through modern times. She was anchored by a sense of duty that will be hard to emulate by those who follow her. Queen Elizabeth was indeed the representative of an era that is now almost certainly over. Andrew Wilson, CGTN.